And now we're gonna turn things over to our own Mark Huettinger, and he is gonna tell us all about his brand new Polestar too. So Mark, take it away and tell us how much you love it.
All right, I'm here. I ordered mine in July. I was originally going to get the Volvo XC40, but it wasn't going to come out till next year, and I wanted my car this year. So I found out the Polestar was going to be available. I got it ordered. In fact, actually ordered a second one because I didn't like the first color when we finally got to see the color. And took delivery on it. They actually drove it down on a truck and delivered it to my front door, right to the driveway on November 30th. So I've had it for a little over a month and have had a few minor glitches, and I mean really minor, but other than that, it's been a great car. I just love it. So I've got, I think I can share my screen and I can go through.
Okay, yeah, let me make you a co-host, and then I think you'll be able to.
Okay. Because I added some.
And let me stop sharing here. Okay, you should be good now.
There we go. Okay, let me see here. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Not yet.
Okay, what do I have to click to do that?
At the bottom of the screen, there's a green button that says share screen.
Oh, that's what I missed. Okay. I was looking at the top.
There we are. I can see it.
Oh, now you can see it?
Yes, I can.
I don't see it yet.
Whoops. Is that because you're the host, Elaine?
Anybody else see it?
No,
No,
he's not sharing his screen yet.
Yeah, no, my Zoom went away.
Oh, do you want me to just share from here, Mark? Because
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
think I have
I'll
all of
just-
your pictures.
Yeah, that's fine. Let me see if I can't get back on Zoom because I've got the Zoom down here, but it's not doing anything.
Well, we can still hear you. Oh, you might need to go to full screen, but can you see my, oh, you probably can't see mine if you can't see your Zoom.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. That's really weird.
If you click on your picture, Mark, you should be able to go to full screen, and sometimes that'll pull it up for you.
Oh, there it goes. Okay, perfect. All right. Yeah, so I just took a couple of different angles. Can everybody see that now?
Everybody able to see the pictures?
Yes.
Yes, I could see it.
Excellent.
Okay, which picture are we on now? The back?
Back.
Yep, so we're on the
Okay,
back end.
perfect. Yep, that's the one. Okay, so so those are just some different angles. I think I've got pictures of the screen. One of the things I really like that I didn't like about the Tesla is the center screen here. Everything is controlled from there. And this one still has a couple of sticks. It's got a stick for your wipers and a stick for your lights. But it also has, I think the next picture will show it. That's just a picture of the map. Go one more. Yeah. So here you have like 4 different screens. So this is all the charging information. The next one, I believe, is the speedometer, and it also shows you on the speedometer on the right-hand side, your percentage of charge that's left when you're charging, getting regeneration, and when you're using power. And then the next one will show you the map. And that I really like because you can have the map up here and it's got if you're going somewhere, it's got the whole GPS follow this line there as well. And then somebody else, your passenger, can be playing with the radio or whatever on your center screen, and this stays there. So they're independent, but the maps are linked because they show the same stuff. So if you have the map up in the center, you see both the same things. That one's just larger, but this gives you plenty of view to be able to see what you want to see there. So I really like that a lot because you're looking straight ahead and you just look down instead of having to look at the big screen all the time. So I like that feature.
Excellent.
Go ahead and go to the next one. Yeah, this just gives you an idea of the size of the trunk. And you can see it's got a little flap there that picks up, that helps keep your groceries from sliding around, which is kind of nice. It's got some little hooks in there to hook stuff on. So, and both of the seats do fold down, and it's also got that center, you can open that up and carry your PVC home with you without having to put the seats all the way down. So, or skis would fit through there. So anything that would fit in that size there gives you pretty good storage. And then of course it's got the frunk, which is fairly small, but most of them are. And that shows you with the thing lifted up, and then that is underneath. You've got storage. I've got the cable in there right now, but it's pretty deep. You got a lot of room in there for extra stuff, so that's kind of nice too. I think that was the last picture. So any questions that anybody has on the new Polestar?
What are the NHTS safety ratings?
I don't know. I have not seen those yet, but it's basically a Volvo, so I know it's pretty high, but I haven't seen what the actual stats on it yet.
I suppose it has CCS charging combo. Am I right?
Yes, it does.
What is the maximum charging rate, DC charging?
150.
Okay. And the onboard charger for AC charging has capacity of?
I've got, you can have up to 48 amps, which would be a 60 amp
That's pretty
breaker in your
good.
home.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Thank you.
And I'm putting a 50 amp in, so I'll get 40 amps.
Hey, Mark, what's the highest DC fast charge that you've done with it so far, and where?
I have not found a DC fast charger yet. One of the things that they sent me is a $500 credit with ChargePoint, but ChargePoint's got most of the low level ones. I haven't seen any of them that have the fast charging yet. So I don't know where they are, but
You have to go
Yeah.
to Electrify America, I guess.
Electrify America or EVgo?
yeah, EVgo, I've used that before with my my Leaf when I had that. But I got $500 credit with this one, so I'm going to use it eventually. But at least the $500 credit lasted for 10 years. So.
Oh, that's good.
That's nice.
Better
Yeah.
than Tesla.
So any
Not
other
that I'm bitter
questions?
at all.
What about the interior sound level when you're driving? Is it pretty good for keeping?
Yeah, I found it to be pretty good. I have no complaints on that at all. I'm not a big audiophile as far as, radio and music goes, but oh my God, this thing sounds like you're in a concert hall. The way they've got some, and I looked it up and I forgot the name of it, they got some sort of technology that it adjusts the sound based on where you're sitting in the car, the speed that it's at, all sorts of stuff, but it's really a pretty impressive sound system.
Can
Hey,
your car fart?
No, my car does not.
Ah,
That could be a
Great.
good thing.
Hey,
What
hey,
are the
look,
But it does tell jokes. It's the first car out with the new Google automotive system, the OS. So it's all Google, and I have asked it to take me different places. Down the hardest thing I found with most other vehicles I've had that have the voice recognition is if you go to give it an address and you've got numbers and sometimes letters and then a name, 9 times out of 10 it doesn't work. And I've tried it with this car and it's gotten it right every time. So I've been so far quite impressed with the voice recognition and the Google setting up the maps and your GPS for your directions.
And where do you service the car? And are there many, qualified mechanics?
At this point, it's going to be serviced at Volvo dealers, and I just found out. I drove up to Escondido the other day to find out if they were going to be one, and they are. They've already had one technician trained, and they're getting more trained. But until they're up to speed, if I need to have it serviced, it's got to be serviced in Van Nuys, but they actually come down and pick it up on a truck, haul it back there, leave me a car, do the work, and then bring it back down in a truck and drop it off, just like when I first got it. I was amazed. The guy said, yeah, I'll be there at 7 o'clock. And at 6:59, I got a text saying I'm out front. And sure enough, the guy got there and had the car delivered right on time.
Wow.
Nice.
Hey, Mark, I just wanted to ask you if you had to say what prompted you to go with the Polestar over, say, an Audi e-tron, Jaguar I-Pace, Model Y, another comparable EV. What brought you to the Polestar?
Well, originally I was looking at the Volvo XC40 because I first wanted to get the Polestar. I had heard about it, read about it, was very impressed. That was over a year ago. And I went to a Volvo dealer and they said, oh, we're not going to be selling those. It's going to be a privately sold through Polestar, but the XC40 is going to be one all electric. So I looked into that and I actually had my deposit on the XC40. And I think Volvo probably lost a few people because I had that on in October of not last year, but the year before, obviously, and never heard a word from Volvo all the way up through June. And then I heard the Polestar was going to be available. So, and I had looked at the Audi, but one of the factors in those was the cost. The Audi was quite a bit more expensive. So it was, a lot of it was cost, but it was also because this was part Volvo, and I know Volvo makes a really good product. So it was kind of a combination of things, but I found that the Jaguar and the Audi were a bit like about 20,000 more than this car. And I wasn't willing to go that route yet.
Mark, sorry, I test drove the vehicle in New York City, and my impression was everything was fine. It's just that the rear, the second row accessibility was kind of awkward. It seemed that the rear door does not fully open. Can you comment? Did you try?
I don't remember, because I remember getting in it myself and finding it to be just fine to get in and out of. But for us, it's just me and my wife, so it's really kind of a two-person car. But there's definitely room to put 2 more people in the back. I don't recall that there was a problem with the back doors not fully opening, so I'd have to relook at that.
Yeah, I was wondering about the back seat experience for any passengers that you've had back there.
Yeah, well, I'm 6'1", and I fit back in there without any problem. It's a much taller car than like I've got it in my garage next to my Ioniq plug-in, and I stand there and I look at the 2 cars, and this one sits much higher, and it's in fact, you can see the Ioniq sitting next to it there. You can't really tell the difference, but I forgot the term they use for this, but it's more of a hatchback crossover than just a straight sedan.
So you sit up in the car so that you're
Yes.
more in a seated position rather than reclined?
Yeah.
Yeah, and when I test drove in New York City, I am 6'3", and I didn't have any issues with the height. Okay.
Right.
And it,
yeah. I
and,
mean,
and it
like I
had
said, I'm
all glass
6'1",
roof.
and I've probably got 5 or 6 inches above my head before I get to the glass ceiling.
It sounds similar to a Hyundai Kona electric in terms of the size and dimensions.
No, it's definitely bigger than the Kona.
Oh, it is bigger.
Yeah.
Did they give you a service schedule? You're supposed to do something every X number of miles?
Yeah, I think the first one is like at 20,000. One of the things I found out about it, and maybe Tesla has the same, I don't know, but even though the wheels are the same size, or the tires are the same size, I guess the wheels are slightly different, and so you cannot rotate these tires. So I found that to be interesting, and so I immediately went out to find out how much are the tires going to cost when I have to get them, because if I can't rotate them, they're kind of probably wear out faster than you would normally think.
But it's all-wheel drive, right?
What's that?
It's all-wheel drive, right?
Yes, yeah, it's got front and rear motors, correct.
Excellent. All right.
And I took it out the first week I had it. I got the front end filmed and the entire car ceramic coated, so keep it
Excellent.
looking nice.
It is beautiful. And
Yeah.
thank you so much for sharing, Mark. Anybody else with a question? Jump right in. All
Are they gonna
right.
be, well, are they available? Or do you know if there's a long waiting list?
Well, actually, when in September, when I went and looked at the car, because we had picked it up and ordered it, everything out and ordered it, and we didn't really like the first color that we saw. And so when I went back in September, I had to cancel my first order and reorder it. And I was supposed to be getting it in November. And then when I did that, it said it was going to be December. Well, it wound up coming in the first week of November. And I got it delivered November 30th. So I got it much more quickly than I had expected to. And I think they're still taking orders, and what they're doing is they're sending a lot of them because they've only got certain packages and certain colors. So I think they're just taking a bunch of them, making them to whatever. So it's not like it's made to order. It's like they've, make X number of this model with that color, and I didn't get the power package because I saw no need for that. Didn't get the leather, and that was the only two options. They don't have a lot of options with this car because of the first model out. All the people that got that get everything. It's basically fully loaded, other than the performance package, which just gives you some bigger brakes and some Olin dampers, which you have to climb under the car to set them. And then once you do that, you're never going to change it again. I don't race cars, so I don't need to do all that. So I think a lot of the standard ones just they've send them out, and if you order it, you might be able to get one right away. I have no idea what the time frame really is at this point, but I know I got mine a lot faster than I thought I would.
Oh, so you did all this ordering online?
I did all the ordering online, and then I went to Santa Monica. That's the closest place where you can go to test drive it.
Okay.
Other than if you want to come to my house, now you could come to my house and you could take a ride.
All right.
Party at Mark's.
Yes.
Bring your mask.
Yeah.
Yes. Excellent. All right. Well, thanks again, Mark. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.